Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to LadyGang. I am Becca Tobin here with Jack Vanek and Kelty Knight.
Woohoo. We are officially post-Lady World. We're live. We're live.
Lady World. Jack is pale.
Oh my God.
So we don't even know who we are anymore.
Sometimes I just ate a piece of cookie. I know we don't eat on the LadyGang anymore.
Anymore.
I think I have a problem where I don't care at all what I look like when I post on Instagram. And sometimes it's so bad that I'm like, I look back and I'm like, holy shit, Jack, get it together. Like this is corpse-like.
No, what you think looks bad is not bad. It's just what you're used to seeing yourself look like, which is with a tan. But
yeah,
I don't think you look bad. I just think you look like your natural self.
which is a lot worse than with a tan.
No.
Oh God.
No, because your tan is always up. So it's like, it's
I don't
not
care.
like, I know you don't care, but it's not as if like, oh my God, she's like Charlize Theron with like the perfect tan. Like you're like, if you had the tan, you'd be showing off your arts and the fingers would be up. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just different varying levels of imperfection, which I find very relatable.
No, it's so much better. I'd rather have the tan all up and have it be, it's like, what is they call it? The Monet like painting where it's like good from afar, but not from close. That's how I feel about myself with the tan. So,
well, I'm about to go get the darkest spray tan ever because I'm going on a beach vacation and my body has not seen real sun. And it's scary and I'm just going to go for it, you know?
I love a beach vacation in October.
Yeah, right? I'm excited. Going to Mexico.
Mexico.
Well, should we dive in?
Yeah.
All right. It's time for
Good Week.
Yes, it is.
Bad Week. Oh, no.
Who would like to go first?
Well, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm wearing my Life of a Showgirl sweatshirt. I have managed to swing by and stay on Taylor Swift's PR list for yet another release.
Yeah.
And I was pretty sure she was going to send the orange cardigan that she's selling because since Red, she's sent a cardigan every time.
Yeah.
And I was like, to be honest with you, I don't want this orange cardigan. I mean, I want it as a collector's item, not to be a dick, but like orange is not a good color on Keltishka Night. I'll tell you that right now. It's a hard sell.
It's not color on most people. Yeah.
On most. It is, So I was pleasantly surprised when I opened the box. Would you like me to read the card?
Sure.
Yeah. Wait, Kelty, what do you think about the album?
Well, okay, I won't read the card. I'll just tell you that it said something like, "You're someone I admire," which it's a printed card. So it's like, I know she didn't write it, but God, she really knows how to work a system. Anyway, Life of a Showgirl, it's got Taylor on the back. And then what's so interesting is you can tell she's dating an athlete or marrying an athlete because she gave us sweatshorts. It's like it's like a boy sweatshort. Like Becca, you would love it. It's the length of short that you would like. Like it's a little bit almost to my knees. It's got a big bulky pocket. It's like, I think she made them so Travis could wear it around the house.
Oh, cute.
Like it's very much like that short. And I'm like, this is so strange for you, Taylor. I was expecting like a sequin G-string. Anyway,
damn, that would have been so good.
Was very excited to receive it. Thank you very much to Tree and her team because I know Taylor has no idea who I am. And I think the album is interesting. And like any good Taylor Swift album, I am not ready to review it yet because I hate change. And so I hate anything new. So the minute I listen to it, I'm like, oh, well, it's not as good as Tortured Poets. And then I didn't like Tortured Poets when it came out either. And then I'm like, oh, but it's not as good as Rep. And then I was like, I hated Rep. So I think I need a few more listens. I was expecting it to be a little more like, get your ass up, let me show you how to burlesque, like the Christina Aguilera album.
There wasn't a pop song on the album at all.
And there wasn't like a showgirl song.
No.
I was like, if you were going to Bob Mackie it, then we needed a little like Liza with a Z, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, I know there's a reason for everything that she does. I know that. But the Life of a Showgirl feels like it is a standalone title and it doesn't go along with anything else that she's doing.
On the album. Yeah. It was like she got a really good Pinterest board it's a lot like my upcoming book. I have a killer Pinterest board and idea, but like then the inside of the book does not match this. Like it
The
should
execution.
it should just be one big tier. You know,
Right.
like
Well,
the album
yeah.
should have been like, you would actually think the cover of the album should just been her like engagement photos or something, you know? But anyway,
my God.
live your life, Taylor.
Well, that was the problem. It's like, why did she work with Max Martin if there wasn't like a pop song on there?
I
bop.
was
There was no bops. I was
mean,
excited.
But life
Ophelia kind
Ophelia's
of
a bop.
yeah.
But like, I mean,
it's gonna
it's a
earworm
stretch. It's a stretch of a bop.
Yeah.
And if that's the boppiest song, like I was actually so excited for this album because I'm like, maybe this is when I actually do become a Swiftie because I love a bop. I love like the catchiest, poppiest, like ace of base, like get in my head and stay there forever. And then I was so bummed because I'm like,
Ooh, I like the canceled song. That's a little of an earworm.
mm,
Did your girl boss too close to the sun?
the lyric is painful. There are a lot of the
No.
lyrics were painful. I'm not going to get
Yeah, but
really
ever
into it,
since somebody told me that they've just been using AI to make all our music for the past 10 years, now I can't unhear that.
I know.
Well, and it's so crazy because I remember that song Fortnite, I guess on the last album.
Yes.
There
Yeah.
was an AI version of Fortnite that came out before the album and it was so good. Like that was a bop. And I'm like, oh my God, I hope this is a real leak. And it wasn't. It was an AI version of the song. And then the real Fortnite, in my opinion, wasn't as good as the AI.
Oh,
so
I
I'm
loved
like,
that song, but I love
I liked it,
Sadness.
but I'll send you the AI. The AI like sounds like it
Well,
was written by Max Martin.
You know what's so interesting is that when we at Lady World, there was a group of women who won the Delta whatever giveaway. And I was talking to one of the ladies there and she is in tech. And I was like, give me your lowdown. What should we be doing? What shouldn't we be doing? Because she's in the AI world. And she said, you should be paying for like the premium Chat GPT or any kind of premium, because then it keeps anything that you put in private. Because I guess they were finding out that say I said to ChatGPT, make me a Hallmark script about a girl, blah, 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 on this farm and yada, yada. Whatever ChatGPT spits out then becomes public domain.
Yeah.
So I bet you, this is my theory. I bet you they
Conspiracy.
didn't know this about AI yet. And they did do Fortnite on AI. And then they realized that could be uncovered by putting in certain things into the machine. And that's why something like Fortnite did exist previously to the Fortnite song.
The life of a conspiracy theory.
You know, I love a conspiracy.
Well, of course, people have been using AI
Everybody uses
long
AI.
before we had our hands on it, right? So I'm sure there was assistance in it. I don't doubt that there was some dabbling of AI in that camp.
The rich and powerful, they have everything before us. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't doubt that either.
Crazy. Okay, my bad week is that Callie in her old age has decided that she can't travel in a car without puking. So I would.
no.
She just loves to puke in the car.
No.
I was a nice girl. I took her yesterday on an errand, and when I got back in the car afterwards, because I had to like run out, I got back. At my feet was a giant ball of puke, and you know.
Did she just overheat in the car?
No, but this is like the 5th time. Like Chris is like, I think she ate something at the dog sitter after Lady World because she's puking in the car. Anyway,
Oh no.
that's it. Who's next?
Jack?
Oh my God. I'll go. So my good week is something that happened right after Lady World, and that was that Jerry and the boys, the Maine, played with the Jonas Brothers.
Oh, my Lanta.
I mean, you know what was the craziest part of this is they originally got the offer to do this a few weeks before, and it was going to be on Sunday, the Sunday of the last day of Lady World. And I was so upset because I'm like, not only can I not go, but now Jared has to leave before Lady World's over, and I'm going to be so sad with him gone, and then I'm missing this massive opportunity. And I was just really bummed. And then I took it out on him for like a few days, and I was personally mad at Jared for a scheduling problem, which is
For the Jonas Brothers.
for the Jonas Brothers. And then what happened is that like 2 days before, they played in the stadium that the WNBA plays in, and their Phoenix team won their last game. So then they had to move the concert from Sunday to Monday.
Oh.
And then because the women's basketball team had to play on Sunday, so then I could go. And I was so freaking excited because the world never works out in my favor when it comes to Jared's scheduling. Like usually something happens and it blows up a plan that we have. So this is the first time that anything has happened in my favor. But I'm so glad. It was amazing. It was
What did they do
crazy.
backstage? Like, how did the rehearsal process work? Because they're doing like a special guest every night. And I'm like,
Yeah.
how the f- are the Jonas Brothers learning Black Butterflies and Deja Vu overnight?
So they do it that day. They learn the songs that day and they have like chord sheets in front of them and then the lyrics on like a teleprompter. They're fans of the Maine, so I'm sure that they knew the song.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, I mean, obviously when they're playing with Demi Lovato and then Jordan Sparks was also another guest at that show.
Fun.
So I'm sure that they generally know the music, but they did one run through and it was amazing. And the guys kind of like Joe and Nick were picking out like when they would kind of pop in on the song. And that was it. Like it was literally like a 5-minute sound check to make sure everything went well. And then that was it. And then they halfway through the show, the Jonas Brothers were like, "Oh, I think our band just left. Like, where did they go? I guess that means we need a new one." And then the Maine came out
Cute.
and then they played Black Butterflies. It was amazing. Obviously, like some of the people in the venue didn't know the song, but like it was so cool because the ones that did, I mean, it was amazing.
They
like
lost
literally
it.
Well, and Jared was like the coolest thing about our fans, and I feel like this is how our Lady Gangers are too. They feel like it's a personal win for them when the Maine gets this like amazing opportunity. Like there are fans of theirs that were there or that even watched online, and they're like, I feel like I could lift a truck with all the energy that I have from the Maine playing with the Jonas Brothers. So it was so cool. I mean, it's like once in a lifetime opportunity, obviously. And
Did you tell Kevin that he is the superior Jonas brother?
He's so hot now, you guys.
Oh my God.
Kevin.
Wait, can I tell you the funniest thing about Kevin? So they did this outfit change where they all got into suits. So Joe Jonas is wearing this like black bedazzled, it says something on the back in rhinestones. Nick is in this like chic, baggy, all white, like probably Valentino or something kind of suit. And then Kevin was in a gray like suit jacket and then a mismatched gray pant.
Because they don't even invite him to the fitting. They're just like, we know your place.
And honestly, it might have been a jean. I don't even know if it was a dress pant or not, but like it was so funny seeing how differently they were dressed. And Kevin's just like, I don't give a shit. I'm not even in a matching suit. Well,
Kevin
the rest
is
of them
the
are
Becca
literally
of LadyGang.
Yes.
Yes.
He's like, what is the least I can put on right now? And then he probably wanted to wear a t-shirt. And they're like, guys, we're all doing suit jackets. He's like, well, hand me one. I'll put it on. And that's why it didn't match.
Like it looks like he's going to like business casual Fridays. It was so funny. I'm like, this is like, it's hilarious because it's exactly what you'd think. So yeah, that's my good week. It was so cool for them.
Are you guys surprised that Nick and Priyanka are still together?
Kind of.
It's a little surprising.
They have kids,
They have a
right?
kid. I think at least one. They do have a kid. But it's such an odd pairing. And I guess we haven't heard a lot about them recently. Maybe that's why they're still together, is because they really aren't in the media. But it's weird.
They've been very low profile.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre. Also, Joe Jonas is so f***ing hot.
So small.
No, he has the biggest dick energy up there.
The Riz is rizzing.
It is crazy because he's not usually my type. Like I don't put the small, like he's smaller. No, it was, I mean, and they were so good live. Holy shit. I'm like, I'm not a Jonas
really
Brothers fan,
talented.
but like now so talented. Their voices are insane. The songs, those are bops. Those are bops.
Real
Holy
bop.
shit. I'm
Yeah.
sure everybody's going to their tour, but highly recommend.
What was I going to say? With Nick and Priyanka, she's pretty salt of the earth, which is weird. Like you would think, because she's so famous, right? Like she's famous in the States, but you don't understand like her
Huge.
worldwide fame.
Yeah.
Like when you go over to that part of the world, like she's number one, and it's a bigger population, a more powerful population. Like it just doesn't even. It's like she's Jesus. Like it's crazy. But her like mom is always with her, and I just always got like a very chill vibe from her where she was like actually on the planet. So maybe that has helped because like a lot of, no offense to the actresses in our group, but like sometimes when you're that famous, you're not on the planet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
like, you can't be a real person. So everything is just like of use to you, including your marriage. And I think she's actually on the planet.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's true. And he's pretty like down to earth.
I think they all are. I think it's
I
just
also
because
think
they're
he
so
had a
family-oriented.
major boy era. Like Nick Jonas, I mean, not to demois us, but like, sorry, Nick.
I had at least 2 friends go on dates with him before he
Yeah,
met
like
Priyanka.
he was doing like he did Hollywood. He was really he would made his
The
rounds
underwear campaign.
with the famouses. So I think he sowed his oats, if you will.
Yeah.
He's just so young still. Like he's got to be mid-30s, right?
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
younger.
Oh my God. And then Frankie Jonas opened and he's so cute.
Wait, what? He
The
opened?
bonus.
The bonus
Bonus
Jonas
Jonas
opens
opens?
tour. Yeah.
Ah.
He's so cute.
Wow.
I love it. And then their dad came out at the end. I just think that just because they're so family oriented, it's like your head can only get so big because your brothers or your parents are going to be like, what the are you doing? Kind of.
Maybe that's why it works because Priyanka's always around her family. He's always around his family. And that's what keeps them grounded and like and dedicated to their family.
Yeah. They're not like spinning out in the universe like so many do.
I feel like I didn't say enough nice things about the Taylor Swift album. I do like it.
Okay. Why are you so worried? She's not listening.
No, I'm just saying, like because I don't want people to be like, oh,
also,
you
you also don't have to like it if you don't like it. Like that's what I thought was so funny is there's all this discourse online that because a lot of Swifties didn't like it that much, and they like felt like they were sinning because they're not allowed to say that because they're so fearlessly devoted to Taylor Swift that if they say something bad, they're doing something wrong. Like you guys.
Yeah.
I'm just not that happy right now. And so I think I either needed a bop to work out to or some more sad songs. This like
in the middle.
mid kind of soft summer bop is like not exactly what my soul needed. Like I could have taken another Evermore right now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So okay, I just want to go back to that.
Well, Kate Kennedy posted something really interesting. She loves Taylor Swift, and she posted something on her stories that was like, why do we feel like this period of time you have to be so yes or no to something, like so black and white? Like, were we ever discussing reputation like this, where you either had to absolutely love it and accept it for what it was, or that you hated it and that you didn't? No, everybody just got excited for a new album and they enjoyed the songs that they liked from the album and they skipped the ones that they didn't.
Well,
like,
here's
why do we feel like we have
the
to
whole thing? Even a Matt Nathanson record, there's a couple. He has a song, whatever, on his last record that I was like, I didn't need this one.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I
would fucking die for that man.
Yeah.
There are very, very few no skip albums. Like I say, 0.001% of all albums are no skips. Like,
even our podcast, sometimes you turn it on and you're like, skip, and we understand. Wasn't our best episode, you know?
It's true. We don't need to decide. Kelty, you don't need to justify anything. You liked some, you were lukewarm about others, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Let's just live in the gray a little more here.
Gray.
It's okay to not like have to be obsessed with every single thing. Like,
or hate it completely.
Yeah. It's fine. So remember when you were talking about your filler face, Becca?
Yeah.
So we like clipped it into a social clip and it was posted on TikTok and the comments on it were so funny. There was 2 comments that were so funny. One says, she looks like the least like she got filler face out of all of them. And another comment, honey, all 3 of you have it. How can they see it on you, but not on themselves?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, true, but I don't have filler.
Mine's not. I haven't gotten filler in my face in like 5 years.
But you know, they say it stays forever. So
I know.
You know, that's probably what's going on. We have it for the rest of our lives until they scrape it out with a facelift.
They did.
I know.
Right.
God, you know.
They had to scrape out Kelty.
Yeah. I just went
literally it took 7 hours because I just spent so long getting the shit out of your face. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
I can't possibly go look at that post. I will never look at those comments.
Oh,
however,
it was just so funny. They were what? Oh, what?
Back to Taylor Swift. There's a song about Kitty. We made a reel for it. You have to watch it. Colleen was our social. There's a song about her name was
Those
Kitty.
lyrics are rough.
She was looking in the city, pretty. It's literally a song about Kitty Wild, and everyone on the internet is making Kitty Wild. And I can't believe this
What
is
a
why
weird,
Becca.
that would have been the weirdest deep cut of all time if Taylor Swift knew my character from Glee and
I
now
bet
used
she does. She's definitely a Gleek, 100%.
Oh my God, she
Also,
screams
Becca,
Gleek.
this is how I know that you don't want to be famous. Is that if I saw Life of a Showgirl come out and there was a song about Kitty and people were making edits about my character.
No, is the song about Kitty or does it just mention the name Kitty once?
It mentions the name Kitty, but it's about like a girl who's on top of the world and like, is that bitch. So it's Kitty.
Oh my God.
Anyway, but the fact that you haven't posted one and there's hundreds of them is so
Because
cool.
I think it's sad when people live in the past like that. You know what I mean? I think it's really sad to see people posting about roles they played 15 years ago. It just doesn't. It's like it was in a time. It was in a time, and I don't know. I'll go check it out. I'll go see what it's all about. I'll tell you if the lyrics are about Kitty, because I know no one knows Kitty Wild's story better than I do.
That's very true.
And then I just clipped this conversation and made a new reel. So that's the evil genius of it all.
We're getting very meta.
Very inside the joke, inside the joke, inside the joke.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually, my good week is I was driving home from the gym this morning and I noticed that the thing I was really bothered by, and Kelty, you were right, when I was complaining about my filler face and my jowl, you were like, you're in a weird spot in life. It's been hard. There's sad stuff, there's stressful stuff. And obviously we've all gotten to the other side of Lady World and the stress is gone and some of the sadness is, dissipated, and my jowl's gone and I've done nothing. I've done nothing differently. It's such
Sad
proof
jowl?
that like you hold on to like weird water weight, you hold on to like pockets of weirdness in your face. So if you're feeling ugly and you're going through a tough time, don't worry. When you are out of the tough time, you're going to feel better. And you aren't going to have to do anything to your face.
A little gua sha and a little extra serum and taking that 2 minutes to just do that, it can really, I think you see it in your face. When you go to those Chinese doctors and they look at you and they're like, stick your tongue out. And I was like,
they look at your tongue.
And they're like, your tongue is hairy white. You have, the flu. And you're like, you're right,
Well, and I'm sure a lot of it is also your cycle. Like, how your face totally changes at different points in your cycle.
Becca, you had a shitstorm, which I do want to talk about. But do you have a bad week?
Oh yeah, my bad week is, well, obviously my bad week is that my father-in-law passed away, but I don't want to make that my bad week because that's depressing. And it was terrible and sad, but we had a lovely, beautiful memorial last weekend, and he lived 82 beautiful years, and that's really a win. But my petty bad week is this. I was flying to and from the memorial. It's super early morning. So we left Ford behind. So it meant that our turnaround had to be very quick. I flew in the morning of the memorial, like a 7 a.m. flight, and then the way back the same. Both flights, I sat behind somebody who kept the motherfucking shade up on the airplane.
I saw your
Both
Instagram.
ways. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I went through this. I couldn't believe the first way I was looking, and I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm like,
you're like,
maybe
they're knitting and they need extra light.
Whatever.
That's what the light's for.
She had a Kindle, which I'm like, bitch,
God.
Those were invented partially so you could read in the dark. So that was the one way. And I took everything in me to not put the shade down because I knew that if I got in an altercation on the airplane, then there was a chance I wasn't going to make it to the
memorial.
Yeah,
imagine.
Someone else was going to die.
Yeah.
And it was you.
Yeah, exactly. So I just felt like I'll suffer through it, whatever.
How long was the flight?
And it's 2.5 hours, which is not bad.
But that's still a lot to just have the sun glaring in your face.
So badly that early in the morning sun is so
Right.
crazy. And sometimes there were
hot.
points in the flight where it was piercing my cornea. Like it was
I need
not
to call our friends at Drowsy and get you a face mask, but it's like you weren't thinking about it.
right. And I normally do travel with a face mask, but sometimes I feel a little too out
Gross.
of.
Yeah.
Well, no, like I don't want to be that closed off to what's happening around me.
You want to be able
You know
to
what
see,
I mean?
maybe.
I want to be
You
able
have
to.
the right to have your eyes open on the flight if you want without your retinas
Right.
burning.
The rest of the plane was pitch
Dark.
black.
Yeah.
So that was
my
that.
God. That should be
And
illegal.
then it should be illegal. And then on my way back, I was sitting behind a country music legend.
Reba McEntire.
No,
That's what I was going to
man.
guess.
And
Man?
yes,
How?
you'll
What
never
era?
guess.
Oh,
Keith
It's
Urban.
like if
Yoko.
I say it, you'll say, "Oh my God, I should have guessed that." But there's no
Garth
way you're gonna.
Brooks.
No,
That's what I was
no,
gonna
he
say.
doesn't fly commercial.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, who's big enough? That's
Luke Bryan.
No, it's
No,
older.
older,
Tim Gunn.
which is why I'm giving him a pass because he is
Okay.
older.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm behind him, and he leaves the window open the entire flight as well. I don't know what he was doing up there. I didn't want to get nosy and I couldn't really see a good angle what he was doing. I'm sure he was reading a magazine or something that old people do on flights. But
He's
I
doing
was
a crosswords.
Sudoku. I was so pissed. And somebody did send me a message on Instagram, and I appreciate all takes. I love devil's advocates. I am one myself. And she did say she leaves her window open because the turbulence makes her nervous. And so
Barf.
she likes to see outside.
The
However,
horizon.
there was no turbulence. There wasn't
No, you
an
do
ounce.
that. You do that
If
when the
there's
turbulence starts
turbulence.
happening. You like pull it up and you're like, okay, I don't see the ground coming towards me, and you put it back down.
Right. And if you're somebody who likes to have the window open the whole time, maybe a first thing in the morning flight isn't for you. Granted, I know sometimes that's your only option, but it just felt like neither of these people were nervous flyers. They were just not wanting to rest. So they didn't want anybody behind them resting.
You know what? I got to jump in with a hot steam here.
Yeah.
I know we
Love a
want to
hot
talk about
steam.
Lady World, but no, I have a hot steam. I just want to add on to this. I had a similar situation where I almost raged on someone. I sat the whole flight thinking about rage. Like, why am I spending time like this? So I was on Southwest. I went to Phoenix. I had a speaking event and I was flying home and I'm on Southwest and I never check into my Southwest ticket on time. So I'm always in the B group or the C group. And I refuse to pay that extra $30 to be in the A group because I'm like, I'm not even getting a good seat. Like I'm not paying $30 for a 1 hour flight. Like I'm not doing it. So I get on and like I'm the very end and 3 rows back is a woman at that and the thing with a purse in the center seat and then the aisle. And I am like literally the last 4 people on the plane. And so I don't want to go all the way to the back because then when I get to LA, I got to wait an hour for everyone to pull their suitcases down. So I said, is someone sitting there? And they go, yes, we're waiting on a friend.
Oh, lies.
No.
Did
I was
anyone
like,
sit there?
No.
Oh.
And that's when I got smacked. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then as I'm like perusing down to 17F, I was like, what friend are they waiting for? There was like literally 2 people behind
Also,
me.
that's illegal on Southwest.
Yeah.
You can't save seats. It's illegal.
Illegal.
Well, also, it's going to be gone.
And I'm also
'cause they're
like,
doing
take your coach bag out of the seat. Anyway, I did.
They're changing that on Southwest.
Yeah,
No.
thank God. Because
No
then
more.
the whole time I wanted to go up to the bathroom and then I just wanted, like, I had a whole plan in my head that I was going to cross my arms while I waited for the bathroom. And then I was just going to look at the seat and look at both of them and not say anything, but just like simmer.
I wish you had.
No. That sounds like something that's perfect for
I
the
would
book.
do. I know.
It's
yeah.
rude.
I know.
You should actually use that as inspo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's
Are we going to talk about Lady
enough
World?
inspo of me up and fucking people over. That's not what we need.
You don't need it.
Yes. Okay. But first I want to talk about something very exciting. So
Yes.
we have this wonderful partnership with Macy's.
Yep.
And it is officially my favorite fashion season of the year, you guys. Like, and honestly, people started getting into fall fashion in August and I refused because Lady World was coming. I was only tropical. I was like, absolutely not. I will not pretend.
All starts after Lady World.
Exactly. Like everything mattered only for that. And so I have not checked out the fall fashion. Did you guys know that boho
It's
is
back.
like back?
We're Sienna Miller again.
Yes. You know what's also back is those, I mean, I used to print on them, but the long green military jackets, not long, but like full length that I used to print on, like those are back. Hope you guys
You guys,
kept
they're
them.
calling it the new boho. There is the brand CC, Rachel Roy, and Ink from Macy's have these like those romantic sheer dresses, the sheer tops. There's like the craziest Coach and Sam Edelman leather pieces, like where you put on the bomber and you have the like collar thing. And then you're doing boho and they're doing it with a boot, or they're doing it with like a statement loafer.
I love a statement loafer.
A Tommy Hilfiger is like giving us the knits for life. And so I just want to thank Macy's because I went on and I was like, hold on. The curated little shopping lists. I was like, thank you for telling me exactly how to do this because I'm late. I waited till after Lady World to get into boho and now I'm back.
It's true. I am also very into animal print and it's back. It's back in action.
Yep. The leopard skirt, the leopard mini skirt.
It's so good. There's actually a dress on there, Kelty, that I feel like is you and you need to go get it. It's a mini. It's a leopard like swing, you know, that like shape that you do so well. And then it has a high collar with like a little pussy bow on it.
Wait. Will you send me the link?
It's really cute. I'll send it to you. I was like, God, if I only wore minis, but this is perfect for you. I also got a loafer slide and it is it's Steve Madden and it is identical to a designer slide that I won't say the designer, but it is looks like a $2,000 shoe. And I got it in person and it is divine.
So ladies, go shop now at Macy's.com or in store. They have so much good stuff. And actually, we're going to When We Were Young, in 2 weeks, Jack? When is that? Soon, right? And I got a free People. It's this weekend? Next weekend. Yeah. Oh, it's this weekend. I got a Free People little lace romper, like looks like lingerie, but it's not. I'm going to wear it with boots. It's a dream. Okay, anyway.
Why? Because it's emo. Oh no, are you going to be wearing white to But
what if she's in an emo boot, like a combat boot?
Yeah, a boot with like a white lacy thing. Okay. Anyway, thank you, Macy's, for helping us with the podcast, and thank God for fall fashion. Okay.
It's fall, y'all.
Fall, y'all. Okay, we do want to talk about Lady World. First, I want to give the Lady of Lady World Award to Becca Tobin.
Thank you.
I think what people don't understand is that Becca was going through this horrible tragedy with her family, with this death. And the fact that she left her child and her husband, who was hurting so badly, and making the decision between showing up for your husband and your family and showing up for the LadyGang and being torn, it was all happening at that same weekend. Like the way you showed up in the midst of this drama, the way you were so present, like there were very small amount of times that you had to walk away and go take a call or figure out a plan. Like you were so present with our girls. You did such a good job. I'm so proud of you. I think it meant so much to Jack and I. What a fucking trooper you were, because we had planned this for so long and there was a possibility that you weren't going to be able to come at all, you know? And I just want to tell you, like, I just think you're an amazing human. And the only thing that went wrong for me, there's like tiny little things, but you know, the one regret of Lady World is that you couldn't be with us on Sunday night when we wrapped it up, because it was a really magical moment. And I was like, this is such a celebration of this hard work and what we've accomplished in the 10 years. And like, that's the only thing that hurt my heart the whole weekend, is that you couldn't be there. And we really missed you on that last night.
I'm glad that you guys got to have that experience, and it looked really magical. It was actually a really great little, I don't know, reprieve those 2 days, because it was full on nonstop. And you know, when you go into something where your head is just not in it and your heart is not in it, you really have expectations that are pretty low. Yeah. But I think that helped me, because by the time I got there and I was interacting with all of these wonderful people and just seeing the joy on that festival grounds, and I am so shocked that we have curated a group of mostly incredibly kind, happy women. Do you know what I mean?
Insane.
It's crazy. I was at a workout this morning, and a girl that I work out with said to me that she was with some young girl a couple days ago who was talking about how she had this experience at Lady World and she just loved it so much. And she said, by the time we left that weekend, everybody was saying, I love you to each other, and that you just met, 72 hours before that. And I'm so glad that I thought that that's what was happening. That's what I was feeling. But to hear that that's people's takeaway, I'm sure there were running the gamut of what that experience was. But for the most part, everybody was so happy and so positive and crazy. There was a crazy amount of joy.
It really was the craziest energy that I've ever been around, because it was I've never been in an experience like this ever. Like, everybody was happy, sharing, generous, kind. Like, I didn't hear a single story. I mean, listen, if you've been a Lady Ganger for a long time, you know that shit has gone awry a lot for us, with like the burning of the lady boxes to like people stealing our iPads at shows, like all that. There's always something one bad apple, and there wasn't. Like, it was amazing.
Even the woman who was complaining that we couldn't change the weather on the Facebook group, she even didn't make a stink.
She came around.
She came around. She probably had a great time.
Once you get there, it's like anxiety.
Yeah. One girl won a vibrator, and then I was dancing in the pit and she was like, someone stole the vibrator. And she's like, it's fine. I know you'll get another one. And I was like, listen, that girl, if she really needed that cock ring, she needed to steal it. And I love that Kayla was like, it's fine. If she really needs it, like, she needs it. Like, that was the vibe. You were just like, okay, fine,
I know. It was so crazy. I just want to say thank you to everybody that came. Like, obviously we were selling a box of air for a long time, and it's like, we prepared so hard for that, but it's like, you never know how it's going to go when you get there. Like, shit could go off the rails. And the fact that it went so, like, there was not even a single mishap that happened. Like, how is that possible?
I was so worried about
amazing.
Like those daytime activities. And because we didn't cap the numbers, I lost sleep over thinking about
the amount of sleep I lost about people showing up and not being able to do what they wanted to do
that was a big pain point for us. And we wanted everybody to be able to do whatever they wanted and there to be no cutoffs. And we minimized the amount of cutoffs by it was almost 90% open to whoever wanted to come for those daytime activities. And the fact that there were hundreds of girls at those daytime activities and that it still went so beautifully. And some of them were even better with more women, like Kelty, your manifesting class. And the fact that all those women walked into the ocean, all that energy
so beautiful.
Being shared. And I was worried about having the sit down with my incredible friend Kelsey, who she works a lot in the space of grief and loss and, just turning your life around after a speed bump. And I was like, is this going to be too much of a downer for some type of weekend like this? And it turns out, half the women were crying on the beach. It was so cathartic. And it was like, I needed this moment before I go into the night where I have so much fun, but I needed to connect with other women who are also hurting right now. And it was just stuff that I thought was going to be weird or awkward or not work out. Every single piece of that worked out. It was wild.
It was so crazy. How did this happen to us?
It's like 10 years of us having everything go wrong, that the universe was like, you know what? For your 10th birthday, we're going to give you only 20 minutes of rain in the entire weekend.
I also lost a lot of sleep, obviously. And the Facebook group was like, the hurricane's coming. And, the thing when the team from Topeka, we were like, well, what about the hurricanes? And they're like, well, we have the Destin bubble. There hasn't been a hurricane here since 1971. And then I'm literally getting on the plane and I'm like seeing the weather and I was like, oh my God. And then everyone from Destin.
Wait, I want to preface this with the fact that Destin hadn't seen rain in 2 months. Like, they hadn't had a drop of rain. It was sunny skies for 2 months before that weekend.
Yes. And so then I start seeing the rain. And then when you ask people from Destin, they're like, no, it always says it's going to rain because it's a humid climate. And maybe it'll rain 30 minutes a day and then it'll blow over. So we start the day. Everything's going amazing. Classes are going great. Girls have shown up. Their, tickets are going. I'm in my tropical outfit and we are on stage doing our podcast. And behind the venue, blowing towards us, is the blackest,
biggest
cloud I have ever seen in my life. And we had these beautiful flowers. This local company, Sugarbird 30A, made these, our stage flowers. You've probably seen the videos and stuff. And they were like kind of, they were down in concrete, but they were like thin and they were blowing in the wind. It starts getting kind of windy. And I'm just like, oh,
Here it comes.
Because everyone was
Here
like,
it
what's
comes.
the planet rains? And we're like, it's not going to rain. And then we'd be like, it's rain or shine, but like, it's going to be shiny. No. And then I go backstage. I have to put on my alligator costume because we're doing like at Miss Lady World in between sets. And I just have this memory of me standing at side stage and it is pouring.
Downpour.
Carrier tour manager's like, we're going to hold. And like the Girls Gotta Eat girls were so cool. They were like,
coolest.
The best.
Raina,
like,
Ash.
They
were
were
like, we'll do
literally
anything. We'll wait all night.
They were talking us off a ledge about so
I'll
many
give
different
one
things.
of them an organ if they need one down the line. By
They
the
were
way
the
that they
best.
handled that whole experience, wow.
Can you imagine? So a lot of people left. Like it started raining and some people left, not a lot. And
Not a
then
lot.
Topeka jumped in and they were this is like when they got their gold star. They got ponchos handed out to people so quickly. And I think because the day had been so hot, it was almost like a relief to be in the rain. But the fact that the Girls Gotta Eat girls were like, it's pouring rain. Do you want us to go out there? We'll do our set right now. Like they weren't fancy about it. They were like, yeah,
No.
we can see people walking out
They
of the venue.
hustle like
That's
we do.
okay.
Yeah.
They
They're the
killed
best.
it.
Well, and then, I mean, when you think about it downpouring, you're just like, this is going to ruin everything. And then you look out and all of the girls out there were dancing in the rain. And like, it was the coolest thing that I have ever seen. And then I had my first paint class the next morning. So I was like, kind of like, asking people, I was like, so, sorry about the rain. And they're like, what? That was the best part. Like dancing in the rain to like, blah, blah, blah. Like, I think everybody took that as an experience and like it's such a fun memory to look back on where we literally thought it was going to be catastrophic.
And we were like, we don't know what to do, but we don't want the vibe to go down. So I'm just like, put on the karaoke. So like we run out into the middle of the stage. Natalie Imbruglia's Torn is playing. I'm in the alligator costume. We're just trying to keep the vibes alive. Everyone's singing. Like it was just,
That was
it was
magical,
joy.
too.
It was
Yeah.
true joy. Okay, I have so much to say. Part 2 on Thursday. We have to let people go, leave their cars, get into work. We love you so much. And we don't even have our new outro. We'll do the new outro next week because we're going to explain it in the next episode. We have a new outro. Okay, we'll see. Wait, what's our outro?
See you next Tuesday.
See you next
See you
Tuesday.
next Tuesday.